трансляция, как я понял, началась. И мы будем играть в Hearthstone. Ну что, хэс, так хэс. Хэс, так хэс. Hearthstone. Игра великих людей. Или же нет. Или же да. Или же нет. Или же да. Или же нет. Или же да. Но в любом случае вот так вот. Вот так вот. Насладитесь этой прекрасной музыкой. Ну что, пошла жара, поехала, родимая. Так, паладин воин, жрец чернокнижник, шаман чернокнижник. Хорошо, постараюсь. Новую колоду создать, что ли? Тут чернокнижника даже нет, кажись. Нет, был. Ну что ж, поиграть немножечко. Колоду я, в принципе, создал. Можно и поиграть. Нужно всего лишь 2 раза победить. Каких-то 2 раза. Эх. Думаю, за весь стрим сделаю заданку. О, ваш противник. Джайна.
Не стоило напрашиваться.
Моя душа будет моей.
В смысле, он же раньше не 5 стоил? Что я это не припоминаю. О! Пошла, поехала жара. Первый, да, он первый.
Зачем меня призвали?
Это, в принципе, не рейтинг, можно сильно и не стараться. Но сданку надо выполнить. Я бы не сказал, что это глупый ход, не сказал бы, что это... Зачем я его выпустил? Хотя у меня там есть еще с маскировкой. Зачем? Порча есть. Никого не хочешь призывать, да?
Я буду сражаться. Я буду сражаться.
Я, конечно, ничего не буду говорить. Это, мне кажется, будет немножечко легко. Зачем он это сделал? Ставить, нет, ставить, нет, ставить, нет, ставить, нет, ставить.
Это существо сможет атаковать в мой следующий ход. Потрясающе!
Я так и знал, я вот так и знал, вот как я знал, так и будет. Чисто с пилами хочешь? Ну как хочешь.
Что же делать?
Давай быстрее, думай, пожалуйста. Конечно, глупый, я это знаю.
Я этим займусь. Я чувствую запах крови.
Она и тоже правда.
Я не могу выбрать целью замаскированное существо.
Либо ты бьешь лицом, либо ты принимаешь лицом.
Они даже не знают, что их убило.
Что ты хочешь сделать?
Трепещи перед мощью Штормграда!
Зря я порчу использовал. Не, ну ты глупый.
Я не могу это сделать.
Вот значит как запели.
Твоя магия тебя не спасет.
Это существо сможет атаковать в мой следующий ход.
Тебе нужно благословение? Зона сжата. Кого мне убить?
Врата открыты.
Ну я и глупый.
Снова учение?
Кого мне убить? Кого мне убить?
Снова учение?
Кого мне убить?
Кастинга!
1 даже не узнает, что он убил.
Зачем меня призвали? Я не могу это сделать.
Ой, я глупенький.
Это существо сможет атаковать в мой следующий ход. Достойно.
Давай, немедли, давай, 2 тыки, и я помер. Я сглупил. И где? 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 Где тыка? Угроза. Где тыка? Всё. Что? Зачем? Зачем ты мог меня убить?
Спасибо.
Давай, 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 давай. Убей меня. Убей меня. Ну ты глупенький. Наконец-то. Я сглупил, моя ошибка. Ничего, первый раз на чернокнижнике, нормально. Ну как первый раз? За недавнее время первый раз. Мало на чернокнижнике играл. О, опять Джайна. Тот же самый? Нет, я чуть не помню его ник. Нет, вроде не тот же самый.
Не стоило напрашиваться.
Моя душа будет моей.
О, все по однерке. Нормально.
Зачем меня призвали?
Интересно, зачем его призвали? Так.
Свет Защищай их меня.
Свет мой зеркальце, скажи всю правду доложи.
Я буду сражаться.
Нормально.
Я буду сражаться.
Что я секретку не заметил. Нормально. Он такой шанс пропустил, боже мой. А как он? Как он? Ну, я тоже глупенький, не убил его, сейчас минусовый. Чувак, ну да, ну да. Эх, чтобы.
Интересно.
Действует. Кусака на кусак. Кусь-кусь.
Твоя магия тебя не спасет.
Сделаем вот так вот. Вот так вот.
Зачем меня призвали?
Это я и мистер Кусака.
За нас сжата.
Это я и мистер Кусака. Не, ну скажи, ну вот ты серьезно? Просто вот делал вот так вот, чтобы он не мешался. Делал вот так вот, делал вот так вот. Гру. Гру. Не, ну он глупенький. Наверное, он глупенький. Все равно он умрет. Игры просто нет. Это я и мистер Супер кусака. Блин, надо было ударить, ой, я дурак. Нет, глупенький, конечно.
Это существо сможет атаковать в мой следующий ход.
Сделал так вот, чего будет.
Тебе нужно благословение?
Не, ну бесит это превращение. Вот. Ну вот бесит.
Снова учение?
Не-не-не-не-не.
Это существо сможет атаковать в мой следующий ход.
Ну сейчас просто, ну, ясно было понять. Опять GG. Что не каточка, тут GG. Вот я просто играть не умею. Здесь уже ясно, понятно.
Даже не знает, что их убило.
Я этим займусь.
Просто минус лицо. Сейчас просто порчу над тебя. А, еще одно положение. Нормально. Сейчас все будет. Я верю. Я верю в чудеса. Ту-ту-ту. Сейчас тут кое-что настрою. Сейчас тут кое-что настрою. Кое-что совсем чуть-чуть. Все хорошо идет, да? Да, все хорошо идет. Всем чуточку подождать. Все будет готово. О, на улице люди хорошие. Вроде как все идет. Пошла жара. Все норм. Я уже запереживал. Так, чё? можно дальше играть. Ну нафиг хочу Саджайну в рейтинг. Стой в рейтинг, в рейтинг, в рейтинг, в рейтинг. О, найс. Сейчас в рейтинг пойдем. Саджайну. Джайна рейтинг, Джайна рейтинг, Джайна рейтинг, Джайна рейтинг. Что? Привет всем, кто сейчас только что пришел. Идем рейтинг. Да-да-да, рейтинг. Тот самый.
Не стоило напрашиваться.
Думаю, все это оставить. Ну, у него рубашка. Внизу веревочка, жизнь. Если я не ошибаюсь.
Защищает меня. Я буду сражаться.
Слизнюк. Мурок, слизнюк. Да, Overwatch. Я ж прав. Наверное. Я популярен. Я у мамы топ-стример. О, вот это вот хорошо. О, вот это я понимаю.
Я буду сражаться.
Вот это я понимаю. Давайте, давай. Да блин, тот нам все-таки призвал. Че? О! Вот они гадины. Плохие люди.
Предупреждаю,
Я нестабилен. Так вот. Сейчас в этого ударит и все. Моего элементаля и все. Это будет просто не шикарно. Не будет шикарности. Ну ударь, пожалуйста. Нет, нет, не туда, нет, не надо, нельзя. Правильно, 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 давай. Нет. Ну вот плохой ты человек. Надо было сначала призывать. Что за каждого? Ясно. Что я только так могу сделать? Дело сделано. Провокация вечно у него. Провокация. Должна закончиться. На что это похоже? Это похоже на цветочки. Я знаю эту часть. Сейчас у них будет плюс 3 дамага. У всех. Ну ладно, плюс 1 к атаке. Не, ну ты видел, а? Вот у меня есть большая пушка. Ну чё это у нас? 8-9 урона. Мои любимые. Это разве муроки? Это устражабр, это не мурок. Бовик даже здесь написано мурок. Это не мурок. Ну ясно. Минус рейтинг. Здесь уже предрешено. И подумай, так быстро сдамся. А вот и нет. Будет вместо заморожки. Хоть еще раз я поверю таким. Нет. 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 Здесь, короче, это, ну, неплохо сыграно.
Неплохо сыграно.
Ну и ладно. Пусть и не теряем. Кольцо льда. Кольцо льда. Кольцо льда. Дамы и господа, приглашаю вас на новую вечеринку. Воу-воу-воу. Зайдем-ка, пожалуй, в коллекцию. Где тут у нас пламя Феникса? Так. Кого позаменить? Ту-ту-ту. Ай, 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 ай. А тот же безумный... Ну, элементаль воды, элемент паровая туча. Ну и ладно. Эй, герой Штормграда! Ту-туру-ту, ту-туру-ту-ту-туру-ту-туру. Идем опять же рейтинг. 2 из 500 побед. Ага. А вот почему бы и нет?
Не стоило напрашиваться. Это мы еще увидим.
Опа-на. Какие хорошие карты, которые я спокойно убираю. Ага. На первый ход у меня... Ну, ничего, ладно, не буду ничего кидать. Если только не упадет. Пожалуйста, провокатор, 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 провокатор. Да блин. Ничья, ничья первый. Ну-ка, второй. Сейчас жердяй полезет, сейчас жердяй полезет. Нет, в лицо тычку. Размен. Да, размен. Размен, размен. Так. Пробую поставить самого такого. Ладно, возьму 2 карты. Что за секрет? Опа. Чуешь мурашки? Я нет. И я нет. Они есть. Чуешь мурашки? Нет. Они есть.
За нас жатар.
За их жатар. За их затар. Опа-на. А вот тут ты не прав, малой. Кирдык. Сейчас такой опять же ее. Нет. Сейчас такой. Кирдык. Кирдык. Я дам такой кирдык. А вот тут ты не прав, малой.
Иди сюда и сражайся!
Не, ну если ты тыкнешь мне в лицо, я буду орать. Ой, дурак. Монозмей. Монозмей дело клевое. Точнее, не клевое. Делаем так. Делаем так. Делаем так.
Я буду сражаться.
Один. Просто везде один. Сейчас выпадет карта, где просто 1 хп сносит всем врагам. И это будет круто. Но нет. Шуточка 2. Она все тычки не будет. Тычки не будет.
Я буду сражаться.
Все сейчас будет просто слуга Климаса. Зачем? А хотя ладно, все равно. Думаешь, я такой простенький, да?
Услышьте мой зов!
ХП. Минус 4 хп. Нормально, нормально, нормально.
Ты называешь это оружием?
Минус 6 хп. Ой, дурачок. Дурачок, дурачок. Пожалуйста, не на 2, не на 2, не на 2, не на 2. Фух, нет, на 2. Все равно оружия не было. Два урона. Ой,
Ну надо же.
неплохо сыграно.
Неплохо сыграно.
Время-то тик-так, время-то тик-так. Короче, минус с провокацией. Провокация, да, провокация больно. Как-то придумать от них избавиться. Пожалуйста. Да блин. И просто шар в лицо. Если он меня сейчас не победит. О, нет. Он не использовал рок. Отлично сыграно.
Неплохо сыграно. Это существо сможет атаковать в мой следующий ход. Нельзя применить к этой цели.
Допустим.
Неплохо сыграно.
Нет. Фух, уже не убьет.
Неплохо сыграно. Неплохо сыграно.
Ну что, начнем?
Потно, потно. Еще как потно.
Спасибо.
Да. Чувствуйте, чувствуйте. Запах победы. Вот этот вот запах победы. Это я. А еще 2 катки сытых перед этим подряд. Вот чувствуйте этот запах. Запах такого говнеца. Мой любимый, на хлебушек намажешь и скушаешь. О, Джайна.
Не стоило напрашиваться. Это мы еще увидим.
Сейчас все будет. Не, ну дурак дураком, вот зачем? 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 Тоже даю право. Все равно зачем? Зачем я это сделал? Нафига? Нафига я это сделал? Ой, я дурак. Не трогать свечу.
Это существо сможет атаковать в мой следующий ход.
Не доводи меня!
Копирует. Так и знал. Ничего, сейчас вынесу. Тык, тык, тык. А нет, просто тык. Мне сейчас надо это тыкнуть, и потом это. Ага, потом это. Ясно.
Счастливого огненного солнцеворота. Спасибо. Счастливого огненного... Что же делать?
А, я что еще не
Спасибо.
закончил? Ну я дурашка.
Я мечтаю быть похожей на тебя.
Дело сделано. Ну блин, а вот если бы его заморозили. Вроде атаковать не сможет. Ну что, монетка тоже что ли считается?
Ты не пройдешь.
В того, кого надо, в того, кого надо. Да блин.
Должна атаковать провокатора.
О, это же не замечал. Шар. Так и знал, что шар. Хочешь поиграть с огнем? Яростный пиромант. Яростный
Ну что, начнем?
пиромант. Раз, два, три, четыре. А ну-ка, все руки шире. Раз, два, три, четыре. Руки шире, руки шире. Надо сначала ударить. Ну, глупый я, глупый. А толку мне ударять, там был провокатор.
Тебе нужна моя помощь?
Нет, дедок, мне не нужна твоя помощь. Иди обратно заводи свой народ.
Счастливого огненного солнцеворота.
Туру-туру-ту-турум. Но нет. Ха. Ну все, минус лицо. Я тебе отвечаю, минус лицо. 7 урона. Еще что-нибудь. Да,
Неплохо
ну, минус
сыграно.
лицо.
Спасибо.
Минус лицо. Минус лицо. Ну все, просто тык. Сейчас еще один шар. Все. Просто хнык-хнык. О, на этом ранге я не теряю звезды. Я и не знал. Подождем немножечко. Ладно, так. Еще разочек сыграем. Потом у нас пойдет рубрика «Задавайте вопросы по закрытому чату». А потом все.
Тайна и Андуин.
Свет дарует мне победу.
Не стоило напрашиваться.
Не. Портал призыва открыт. Чё? Портал призыва есть, я если найду. Портал призыва есть, а если найду. Ну, как я понял, портал призыва нет. Тип, хочешь меня провокацией забить? Ну, ударь тоже. Фаса. Не, ну это опять минус. Ну это слив. Просто такой жесткий слив. Я еще даже не знаю.
Не доводи меня!
Пожалуйста, у кого надо. О! Уважаю, братишка. Что-то на меня еще остается. Ну ладно, вот так. Дебил ты. Божественная ха. Не хочешь получать по лицу? Получи по яйцу. Вау, вау, вау.
Ну что, начнем?
6 урона. Пожалуйста, не убивай его, но не надо, я знаю, то, что ты может. Нет, 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 нет. Фух.
Кто-то ранен?
Ну ты дурачок, хочу я тебе сказать. В лицо 6 урона. Там, короче, из-за вот этого вот Петрика и все.
Не моргай.
Не моргай, а то не заметишь. О, провокатор.
Мы должны очистить солнечный
Тебе это не поможет. Давай, ударься. Вон, значит, когда.
Не моргай.
Сейчас уничтожит мое существо с ядом. Я как чую. Провокатора налепил. Еще одного. Сейчас их убьем. Че, все? Вообще на изи, просто вот так вот. Бамс.
Не моргай.
Бамс. Бамс. Просто минус. Бамс 7 урона. Бамс заморозка. Неплохо сыграно. Затащил как курица лапой. Изи победа. Что б я сделал без этого существа плюс 5, который урона? Мне даже его... То есть мне надо еще одну, ясно. Буду знать.
Шайна и Андуин.
Свет дарует мне победу.
Не стоило напрашиваться.
Первый ход за мной. Так. Первым делом мы убираем все крупные шишки. Ну и все равно появились крупные шишки. Ну правильно. Убрал за 6, появилось за 7. Убрал за 4, появился за 5. Ну да. Ну да, закончить. Да, сделано.
Я готов выступать!
Опа-на, давно его не видел. Что-то я хотел ливнуть. Что-то как-то расхотел ливнуть. Чувак уже 24, ну блин. Будет плохо, если я проиграю. Некромансер.
Чё надо?
Да ты чё, еще один что ли? Всех использовал. Я не понял. Это что еще за туча? Моровая туча. Да что еще за туча недоносков? Паровая туча недоносков. Интересно, когда мне выпадет провокатор. Там по-любому в прошлый раз самым последним был.
Назови пароль.
Через ктуна, что ли? Ой, дурачок. Иди через ктуна. Зачем в лицо-то тыкать? Ты дурак. Можно же было не в лицо.
Братья, услышьте мой зов!
Паровая куча.
Интересно.
Что?
Бою!
5 урона в лицо, ты издеваешься? Ага, еще что разумел. 4 таких тычки и меня не будет. Что там 4? 5? Серьезно, 2 провокатора сразу? Ну ты глупый. Я ж могу одно это Что? Почему на превращение 4?
Свет защищает меня.
10 за 10 за 10. Г-г-г-г-г. Кто хотел увидеть Ву? Твоя будущая левая рука, правая нога.
Я буду сражаться.
Нужна тычка в лицо. Нужна тычка в лицо.
Я готов выступать!
Пожалуйста, прекрати, тебе больше ни на что не хватит, больше ничего не хочешь выпускать. Ты идешь через колдуна, то есть тебе больше ничего не надо выпускать. Прекрати идти, все, тебе хватит. Вот, блин, почти уговорил. Что восстановил 2 здоровья моему персу? Вот он дурак.
Ух ты!
Ты.
Удивительно.
Трепещи перед мощью Штормграда!
Да помогут мне духи предков.
Просто разменяемся. Вообще случайно. Заклинание мага, ясно. Он то есть не хочет моего убивать. Знает, что там дальше будет кабы сдается. Да, давай, начинай.
Ну что, начнем?
Благодарю тебя.
Неплохо сыграно.
Сейчас будет превращение в овцу, и все будет хорошо. Потому что у меня есть план Б. Мой план Б.
Интересно.
За нас сжата.
Спасибо.
Ух ты!
Просто минус лицо. Так вот, хоп, и нет лица. Повернись, ну же. Повернись. Хочу увидеть то, что у тебя нет лица. Ктун. Серьезно, 6-6 Ктун. Не, ну он, конечно, за Ктуна умеет играть. Ну давай, ну тыкни, ну посмей. Красавчик.
Неплохо сыграно.
Неплохо сыграно.
Изи. Просто на изи. Ле прогнал. Изи. Изи. Я думаю, на этом можно пока что остановиться. О, через 2 дня будет потасовочка. Или можно раз сыграть в арене. А, ну да. Я совсем забыл. Думаю, часик постримил. Думаю, на это сойдет. Или может быть что-нибудь другое сыграть. Время перейти на другую игру. Буквально 5 минуточек. Перерыв. А вы пока насладитесь этой прекрасной музыкой. думаю, можно начинать. Так. Что это такое, скажете вы? Я вам отвечу. Это что-то невообразимое. Все. Тут турнир идет. А мы сейчас будем катать. Или же ведь может посмотреть. Можно, в принципе, посмотреть. Я попробую быть комментатором. Я же комментатор number one, как вы помните. Ну, или как вы не помните. Но я, короче, комментатор number one. Вы мне поверьте, я-то уж точно знаю. Да-да-да. О, Трейн. Я что-то сразу подумал о Трейне. Это оказался Трейн. Ничего себе. Вот это поворот событий. Я думал, будет жестче. На самом деле я ничего не думал. Я думал лишь о том, чтобы вас развеселить. Можно, в принципе, музычку послушать, которая играет на фоне. Но это уже будет совсем другой разговор. Что-то как-то долго грузится. Эх. Установление игровых данных. Идет подсчет. Подсчет времени того, как я закончу стримить. Подсчет этот не идет, потому что я иду. Я несу бред.
Starting it.
Garby made brought up a really good point yesterday as well against in
О,
interview, and this
пошла
is
жара.
right. And there was a thread on Reddit, much testament of what I'm going to say, but he's very good at interviews.
Пожалуйста, помолчите. Вот это вот мне надо. Вот это вот хорошо. Мои любимые 30 FPS. В скобочках нет. Интересно же, почему так подлагивает. Ой, боже мой. Что происходит? Что происходит с моим компудахтером? Однако кое-что одно стоит выключить. И вы знаете, что это. Музыка, до свидания. Пожалуйста. Ну да, как я и предполагал, все из-за музыки. Музыка. Хоть ты и хорошая, но ты и плохая. О, мне бы так убивать. Люблю убивать ФКшников. Я нажал F1. Почему не работает? Я нажимаю F1, оно не работает. Вау, фиксите. Фикс, вау, фикс. Вау, фикс. Идет разминка, но Ника. Ника. Я даже не увидел, я испугался. Что он делал? Он пытался спиной, что ли? Что с ним такое произошло? Фейспро против Маус-Спортс. Мне кажется, из-за таких звуков меня не слышно, поэтому я сделаю чуть потише. Вот так вот как раз сойдет. Меня же хорошо слышно? Думаю, да. Ну вот, чуваки из Новокузнецка. Я, пожалуй, выключу чат. Как выключить чат? Тук-тук, паровозик, тук-тук, телевизор. И 2 фиксика внутри. Посмотрим. Ну, вы видели, это все из-за лагов. Это все из-за лагов, которые были у киберспортсмена. Да-да-да, я уверен, это все из-за лагов. Зрителей 280,5 тысяч, а награждено 132 человека. Ага. Коротко АВЛ. Итак, Денис идет на куда-то. Рубс тоже куда-то идет. Он чекает, вроде никого. Ну, кажется, видел кого-то. Это оказался не он, а Рейн все еще чекает. Он увидел, он знал, это, что там кто-то есть, и получил лицо. Рейн чекает 2 точки, Ника чекает тоже 2 точки. О, Оскару хаешка под ноги. Он чекает оба места. Денис тем временем пытается вытащить. Мы видим отличную перезарядку Ника. Кариган тоже вроде не промах. Оскар идет на шифте вместе с Ловел и Рупс. Они чекают все места. Ника пытается сделать раскидку. Но Рейн убивает одного из тэшников. Все узнают про них, и в итоге они зажимают в них. И кто же выиграет, спросите вы? Я не знаю. Хорошая стрельба. Оскар пытается замансовать. Все на напряжении, на ОХП. Один через как крыса обходит сзади. Этот чекает, никого нету. Через топает, из-за этого себя палит. Он топает, и ему выдает просто замечательный хедшот. Оскар бежит за бомбой, он не знает, то, что здесь есть баг, и получает по лицу. Ну да. Этого и стоило отжимать. Отжимать, да. Этого стоило ожидать от Фейс Клан. Короче, не умею я репортировать, я, пожалуй, это комментировать. Вот так вот. Зато английский подучите.
But Mousepulse not getting a bomb down those 2 rounds. Visa fully coat comes into number 3 here. The PT-50s, 2 of those, no nades, no armor, of course. And we'll just probably be just grouping up, trying to get a refrag. I'd say just rush inside at this point to try and get the bomb down any way you can. That's the most likely area to get it done. There's normally 2 players towards inside. If you kill one of them, there's a chance to get that plant in. They won't be rushing it, slowing things down, but there's a bit of inside presence now from the CT. You can see Kiyoshima on the upper platform there. He will be the danger man. His teammate with HE out as well. Those nades will do a lot of damage. There they are.
Oh, resets the mark slightly on the Lau with the second one. Lau gets 2. They want down toward him. Molotov tick tells Keo that Dennis is entering. Position. Find Lau on entry. Manages one kill at the very least, but Nico quickly covers that off, so they lose two. They'll reinvest ever so slightly, but guns come up this time from Outsports. No bomb plant on any.
Короче, он пытался сделать клатч, но у него не получилось. Я перевожу.
Yeah, to be fair, just 2 PT50s and a couple of blocks as well. They actually kept FaZe pretty modest. 2 kills wasn't too bad. Kiyoshima down to $600 as well, dying a few times. Ali purchases the AWP as well. That's what I said would be the interesting battle. And Ali's got a decent spawn as well.
Что-то там на английском я даже сам понять не могу. Вот этому верю вот. Он так и говорит, да-да-да. Слово в слово. Он чекает все позиции, в итоге что-то там случилось. О, сейчас будет ранбуст. Ранбуст!
Variation of the run boost in that they did it from more of a distance so that Oscar, as he was descending from the apex, could actually look down the tunnel and get positioned with the AWP. Now they're going to go for a boost on server.
О, отличная подсадка Данила и Оскара. Крис жить. Пытается чекать Эл, пытается вытащить. О, -1. Был почти -2, но его победили. Ника чекает Оскар. Оскар убивает Ника.
Takes down Nico right away.
Киошима. Он сейвится. Мне кажется, ему не засейвится.
In towards CT spawn, hoping someone pushes into his crosshair and he can find that opening frag, but not going to be happening just yet. The bomb we planted, that suggests the round is over now. No kit, no nades to work with. He's going to have a decent position in towards CT steps. He's going to find a kill or two, but that gives him away. And now, operation just to try and stay alive the best he can. Money won't be fantastic.
Согласен, это фантастика. Он хочет сделать клатч. Сделал -1, пытается сделать -2. Отлично. Трупс. Выиграл. А я не знаю, ничего не делаю, просто так сделаю лава, и ура, мне ничего нифига не выпало, как всегда.
There was 3 teenage winners. Is that confirmed? Or that is definitely confirmed. I remember the tweet having 3 names in it. That's the 3 names.
Well, there we go. Bialy, congratulations.
А вы на рекламу Monster Energy и PGL не смотрите, это не мое, я здесь ни при чем, я здесь ни при чем. Я не знаю, что почем. Какая отличная игра от Ника.
We'll be holding towards Ivy this time. Comes in, takes the shot, gives the way. And he's got the AWP at least, and he'll have to reposition now. That's what most AWPers do. And Chris J finding the first pick takes down Rain. That will suggest they can slow right down now. Don't have to do anything. Wait for the reaction from the CTs, especially when they've only got these pistols as well. See if anyone walks into their crosses. They will be investigating towards Ivy here. This might be an overcommitment, but Oscar finds the first shot. Nico striking back.
With a Thor close range. The primary AWP wins the battle. Oscar takes Nico down at Ivy. Chris onto Alu means that Rops can walk in with bomb. It's down to Kiyoshima again this time. No sense the save. It's just a 5-7 armor as well, but better to try and get an exit, pick up a gun, or at least do economic damage where available, where applicable. Chris is going to watch the inside of the smoke to make sure that there's no one pushing around it. Kiyoshima is going to try and cleverly wait for the smoke to dissolve and give him an angle. He may have actually just gone by when Chris wasn't able to see into the corner. No kit, no ninja. We won't give that an idea.
No, especially not at this point as well. But another nice round there from Outsports. Taking down the AWP side, Ali battling, making sure they get the refrags as well. Chris J with 2, Oscar with 2 once again. He's having a great game so far. The rounds they're winning, he's finding opening frags, and that's what you want from your AWP star as well. He has those games where he drops off significantly, but this doesn't seem to be the case so far. Looking quite confident with himself. There is on the screen with Nico as well. Managed to take him down. It's going to be 3-2.
Но мне здесь добавить нечего.
So what's the play?
Все сказано за меня.
5-7 on body armor, but this team can't really join him with that sort of investment. They're currently at the second save loss bonus, meaning they get $1,900 per player, which is pretty much all they've got to work with here. Here's Oscar taking down Nico. That's a very nice close range shot. Risky, but confident, I have to say. Nothing purchased apart from the saved weapon. One flashbang for Kyo. Stacking towards outside. He'll be by himself towards inner. Against the default USPs, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. AK's AWP holding up in the default for now. Waiting for that first pick to come in, taking considerable damage, and Nico somehow outduels Dennis. How did he get taken down at that range by the USP?
Well, ask not why. But what does it affect? Molotov, oh, Lowell got it. I thought the Molotov actually hit immediately and killed the kill. Yeah, I was like, what was that? But it's actually from Pop Dog that Lowell got the shot on top of the train. Brings it level. Position for Halu. They didn't anticipate two to be up. Surprised Lowell actually didn't see it when he peeked out the first time. He must have just saw it at the backside of the further behind player. Never went far enough to see both. But Rain inside of the smoke wants to deny plant. That's all he's all oversteps. Oh, he digs him but can't get the final kill with the USP against armor. He found out it may have been a better situation than trying to just deny the plant in a futile attempt to win the round, but it goes 3-3. Good response from Mouse Sports.
Yeah, not too bad at all. That's actually going to be 3 rounds in a row. Looking very confident at this point as well. No orb available for phase still. That's a big problem for them. No kits from what I can see either. Alu can just about buy one, but he wants to keep his money a bit stronger. Costs $400 to bring one of those diffuse kits out. So the final buy comes in. No head armor, not a huge deal against the AKs. No incendiaries, that's actually quite a bit of an issue. No diffuse kits as well. I'm a little bit worried in phase. I'd say you want to be bringing one of those rounds when you push towards lower ramp, investigate towards Ivy, trying to get the first flag in favor. They would better hold off a full default here. Maybe on the execution. This is looking much faster. Look at Oscar. And it's already and finds a shot.
Sprayed out from Rain. Gets 2, but Oscar, he's going to get the access to hell because they got 1 kill back by Dennis. That opens it up. Kerrigan could swing back around and catch him off, but Dennis stops the possibility, denies it with a few shots from the AK that scare and deter Kerrigan from doing so. He also picks up the bomb in the process. But watch the push right now at Ivy. Nico's already gone up to T-spawn. If that bomb even falls back, it's done for. Better kill there for that he finds Kerrigan because it gives them more room to work.
Yeah, Nico, he's so good in this position. We've seen so many highlight clips of him at the M4 at the main entrance, trying to shut down, deny the plan here. 1 minute remaining. Oscar finding his teammates. Can Nico do anything with this?
Unfortunately, his teammates go down in that position, but now he has to sprays in. Oh, awkward. Grenade out. Took forever, an eternity. Nico's gonna get a quick reload in. Thanks for the goes back over to the nade. Tagged out 31. Spots up exactly where Robson is playing from his Alu. Follows in, but Rops, he's got the first kill already. Blast. Robson goes backwards, but forces Alu to turn, and he picks the round. 4 in a row for Mouse Sports.
That's already Robs to be delivering this game. Looking very confident once again. Up against some of the world's best there. Outdueling Nico with the AK-47 as well. And knew what he had to do to win that round as he finishes it off towards the outside and bomb side there. Nothing to see he could do. As we said, that was going to be a rough round for them generally. 5 M4s, no kids, limited with the utility. Rain did a very good job there to find 2 frags at the start. Nico flanked. This didn't seem crisp enough. Not the aim we're used to seeing from him. And Ali outdueled there. The flashbang wasn't great from Robson. It almost worked in his favour. You can see Ali looked a bit discombobulated there. But 4-3 now. 4 in a row from Mouse Sports as they take the lead. 5-7s, P250s. And Nico once again trying to push towards Ivy. Won't be shut down just yet as he falls back. Another default round from Mouse Sports here. Nothing really invested by FaceCam. Now finds the first pick, takes down Rain. Now they can slow things right down. A nice early pick like that, that's as good as it gets. You just think, right. We know they're on pistol.
Сейчас бы, когда играет Face Clan и Mouse Sports, говорите, что Нави выиграет. Нави #1.
Push through to upper for the AK and the AWP to lower on entry, which is to watch the connector. Surprises Rops. It could have gotten worse than that, but Chris was timely. So for strike, take back the player that would have easily swung out and taken the AWP as well. And Kiyoshima, Kerrigan responds with 1, forces back the bomb. And go for the play with Chris on high still.
Ну дайте мне. Скиньте кейсик. Дайте мне кейсик.
Molotovs can't be bounced. Good win for Chris. It's on the inside of the train. The door does not
Пс,
put the
пс.
flames in that
Фейсклан и
position.
Мауспорт, сыграйте ничего 15-15.
Chris swaps back out. It's now 5 in a row for Mouse Sports.
The key thing is in those situations as well, Lau needs to be very careful. It's all about refract potential when you're up against the pistols, right? The 5.7s, the PG50s in CSGO, very powerful. If you're walking into key choke points like Pop Dog, you better make sure you've got someone with you to get that refract coming in, as it can fall apart very quickly indeed. Lau gives the rifle away to the likes of Carrigan as well, rotates towards inner. If you potentially give that to someone like Rain or Nico, you could lose that round.
Сувенирный наборчик, пожалуйста, дайте. Нападайте на пропитание сувенирным наборчиком.
They're only starting to stabilise the York out once again as they hit maximum loss bonus. Round number 9, 5-3 is a scoreline in favour of Mouse.
Drops to the upper position this time on the AK.
This is where he's so good. I said his confidence is so key here. Just watch this play. He'll walk in and find headshots all day long.
Lowell's directly behind him. There's a trade. That's an easy shot. Let's go for the tap spray. Instead, Nico gets him in return. But I don't know that Nico has spotted Lowell. He certainly will know with the Molotov being thrown. He gets himself in a better position. Flash high. Tap of the bomb coming in behind him from Chris J. Manages to put it down, drop in. Does he just spray it? Does he just go for the tanker hold? Because Nico's slipping up. A jump. Lowell's not going to get it. He slips him behind, but he's looking above his head. The positioning of Lowell prevails, and he finds Kerrigan as well. It's down to Alu. Versus 3. WP missing a first shot. Just going to easily. He easily walks in to take him down. 6 now for Mouse Sports against FaZe Clan on train.
Yeah, CT side as well.
They said on the desk that they've played it a few times. They've got wins recently against Godsent. I can't remember who the second one was. Don't quote me on it, but going against FaZe is a whole different beast. Well, right now they're controlling it.
Ого.
That was the round I was waiting for. It's one of those looser calls where Rob says, I want to walk into the inside bomb site. It's a position where you're confident to find one CT waiting by himself as well. Once you have that information, you've showed enough presence outside in the earlier stages of the half. Go towards inner, walk out upper ramp. It's a very uncommon play for players like Rob's. Great aimers, very confident. Walk in, find that first headshot, and it's a complete nightmare for the CTs to deal with then. Molotov's already dropped towards connector, smokes deployed, bombs going down, and it's really difficult to contain. And this was the key play for Lowell as well. Missed a couple of shots in the first entry, but then makes up for it there. Nico and Carrigan going down, that's round over. And just to note as well, you can see on the minimap at the top left there, Dennis came all the way from Ivy, the long con. Could have been a bit of a blunder, but actually timed it perfection, gets the final kill. And then around number 10. This has to be a partial buy from FaZe. Like we said, maximum loss bonus. After going 3-0 up, they've lost 6 rounds in a row. So they get 30 goals by up.
I love that boost.
And it gets the first kill. That's a scout player as well.
Double boost off pallet. Spots the ladder. There's nothing this CT player climbing can do. Wouldn't have expected it. Missed timing, though, as Rain pops in, takes down Chris, who, by the way, is the cousin of Spun. You get it?
No.
Spun J. Don't worry about it. Just like to throw that bar one in every now and then. Keo, top of the blue train. It's fine. It's early in the morning. For Kiyoshima, though, as they go back that direction. They nearly got called off, as I was mentioning, by Rain pushing through, but Rops is able to catch off Kerrigan. That'll allow another bomb plant. Max lost bone. Now he's going to try and flank in behind, but Rops ready for that as well, and he continues to be on good form as he now finds himself at 8-5, 9-5 for Oscar. The same for Lowell. Everyone really firing. I think 9 for Chris as well.
Indeed. We're having a very impressive performance from Mouseboard so far. This is a 0-1 game as well.
Набор, выпади. Набор, выпади. Сколько он хотя бы стоит на торговой площадке?
We won't get too carried away. Ali on the AWP now, as expected. Carrigan bringing it out as well. As we go to round number 11. So far, so good from Mouseboards. They haven't given away a single gun round as of yet. Calls are being pitched perfect as we.
Wow.
Outside, I think. Pop got 3 players committing, but Nico and Ali fighting back this time.
Good shot, Oscar. It's the only entry as Rain shuts him down. Suddenly all on Dennis. Finds the first and the second quick enough that he's got a chance in it. He's got to get toward the ball behind the
Нормально, Денис, давай.
Molotov out, Alu is low.
Ну блин, так и знал.
To peek with the nade, especially where you can throw it over the object, to be fair. That gives FaZe their first round in 6. Thankfully, they carry over both AWPs because they lost 3 players.
Much better there from FaZe. The double orb setup prevails. Kerrigan and Allo do some work there. Rain, especially with the M4A4 as well. Mousesport's trying to dictate the pace of the game. They've had some very slow rounds, some XQ-based plays, some fakes going on. But this time, full outside rush, trying to work out what sort of weaponry FaZe have. Now they know it's a double orb setup. They'll probably be more cautious and actually deploy the full execution to take those orbs out of the equation. We'll see if that comes in. Number 12 there, scoreline 7-4. Towards inside we go. KTIAKTAN by himself as usual. Hasn't had the most exciting game so far. Is a very good inside player. Using incendiaries to deny Nico, of course, pushing Ivy with the M4.
Ты предал меня, ты должен был бороться со злом, а не примкнуть к нему.
You take a play on Nico down, you can slow the game right down at this point. Just work out what's the next play. CTs have to react. We know they've got double orbs as well. We've still got our utility. This is looking very promising.
And that's one thing that the FaZe do not have after resetting the bonus. They've got 2 smokes left to work with in terms of long-term delay, and then 1 incendiary to shut them down beyond that. Alu does have an op though, and he's got vision at Ivy. Dennis is low enough that he could be sacrificial, but they're going to send Oscar instead. Last time they run boost him across, oh, missed shot Alu. He's been missing a few. He missed a few yesterday as well. And those are costly, especially when you're already down a man and don't have the utility to play with. You need to shut them down immediately.
Yeah, he hasn't looked his best so far, but we'll see if he can recover here. Stays alive for now. It goes down to 49 HP. They've shown presence at Ivy and pushed Alu back as well. So what's the play here? Leaving Dennis towards that position. Lowell and Robs are investigating towards inside, deploying some smokes at this point as well. Trying to, like we said, deny those orbs. As the smokes go in, they could go for an outside play here. Oscar leading the charge up to Kerrigan now to see if he can find the next pick.
Chris J all over top of Kerrigan, but spotted out instead by Rain. Plays for the connector. Kio's going to try and work down ladder, but Rock's
отлетел.
problems because they were relying on him to catch off the players working in, and Kerrigan gets past the pylon. He goes directly beside him as Kerrigan pulls back though. He finds the LUP, 2 seconds left, and already Rain is running. They'll find a second round in a row as we go 7-5. Something to get excited about, but not enough to be elated. They've got to stay focused and continue to pull this back.
They're only keeping
Давайте FaZe кабачки.
Mousesports have got money in bucket loads here, so they're absolutely fine. They can keep buying, they keep applying the pressure as well. They know that third round to win. They managed to slightly give it away there. Kerrigan pushing through the smoke. He actually bumped into Oscar through a few times. I thought Oscar was aware as well. He turns around, spams his Tech 9, speculatively I guess, but we go into round number 13 and that orb is not saved over. They're going to scout instead for Alu. He hasn't been hitting shots with the orb or chancing or the scout at this point. 7-5 now. This would be a disaster if FaZe lost this one. It'd be a double reset for sure. And at the closing sectors, that's a nightmare. Mousesport's looking to win the half, and potentially the game.
This is the peak again that they've been doing, intentionally throwing Oscar, if you will, in a way that he drops to see what's on the other side with the AWP instead of baiting out a shot. Didn't spot Kerrigan, but still found the angle as Kerrigan was shoulder peeking it. It's been a back and forth affair, I think, at Ivy, but Mousesports seem to come out better for it most often.
Yeah, I would say that's absolutely true. Recovering. I think they're throwing the scout away. I'm not sure where that's gone. I think Alu is okay. Upgrading to an M4, that makes sense. And now towards Ivy we go. There's there. As well. We like this tactic. Nico's fighting back somewhat, but it's smoked off. Probably won't get more than one. The CT squad player has to stay. KTIAKTAN can't get anything going. A decent shot so far. Oscar chimes in as well. That should be the round, but Rain's still there in the connector.
Connector's about as perfect position as you'd like right now because Oscar does that bomb towards CT.
Smoked off though.
He is smoked off, but he's still going close side to it rather than, okay, gets inside the train. I was going to say the far side. And he'll make it up for the plant. Rain now knows it. No kit. Great awareness as well, by the way, on Oscar to turn back and catch Nico, who'd already sprayed down one player, Dennis, I believe it was, through the smoke. Actually, take that back, I think it was Chris J, and then pushed it. Had they not done that, had Keo even slowed them slightly more, he might have been able to get a double to make up for Keo's miss, but they read it. Rain runs, grabs an AK on the way out, swaps over from an M4, and he'll just do his best to save, head toward T-spawn. Lowell's not going to beat him there, though, so he's going to have to go dumpster.
Might get to the unfortunately gets taken down. Lau finds
Ну,
him, and
тайминги,
that's almost like
тайминги.
on train on the T side. We don't really see it enough, I think. I think it's so fantastic to work with. FaZe will call a timeout, but that just to break that down a little bit, the fact is you go for that first pick, which they get amazingly well. They know the money's low as well. Smoking towards the right-hand side of Ivy instead of the left. Instead of focusing towards that outside area, they're going towards CT spawn, the backtracks we call it, and they've got two players running towards the lower ramp as well, applying pressure, knowing KTIAKTAN is going to be there by himself, and how can he defend that? He rotates to CT spawn, he goes to that battle, but Dennis blows his head off, and that's the round done for. Rain did what he could, but stuck in the connector, smoked out 3 versus 1, and now FaZe. I said they had to double eco this, and they could have a chance, but they're going all in. That's the other option as well. You start to just take a full eco here and try and buy it for the next round, or you try and do what you can with these pistols. They've taken the timeout, 5.7s, P250, CZs, a little bit of utility, mainly HEs. I would speculate right now, Matt, they throw 4 HE grenades at the main entrance right now. They're going to dump those and try and get a pick. I'd say that's almost guaranteed. We'll have a look. Follow those HE grenades. There they go, 3 of them. In towards main entrance. Oh, nice shots, cameraman. I like that. No damage inflicted though, unfortunately.
Better than the 4th of July fireworks, some might say.
Yeah, quite possibly. Do you have any fireworks in Canada today?
Yeah, we do, usually. I wasn't there.
I know.
This year was the 150th, so it was rather big. No wait, though, patience for mouse sports.
О, пошла жара. Оскар начинает постреливать.
Oscar just hoping someone's inside of him in. He's put about a body width between each shot, so no matter where they were standing, he might catch one off. They are slowly going in that direction. As you said, all in from FaZe. Dennis starts 3-point. Good shot, Nico. Headshot on the P250. No one to trade it. Gun is down. It's tempting.
Почти. Один. Красавчик. Справа трое, да, там. Дай молотов. Что это такое?
Yeah, good round there from FaZe. And once again, Mouse Sports losing kills with his pistols without refract potential. CLMBT doesn't look too happy about that situation. Almost a facepalm that. But he knew they had nothing. They had no money to work with. Where was the defaults? He was so good at them before. Overextending that. It's a really poor call, I have to say, from Mouse Sports. Generally, but nice work from FaZe. Actually limited Mouse Sports somewhat going to the final round of the first half here. It's 8-6 current scoreline. The victory for Mouse Sports in the TF so far, but getting 9 would be amazing. Orb comes out, but only a tech 9 for Dennis. Similar story for Rops on the SMG. And full back for FaZe, they've recovered. That can be an absolute disaster, but the gamble pays off with that investment. The 5.7s and PT50s, now it's up to KTIAKTAN. Pushing up a ramp here, can hit footsteps on the other side, decides to fall back. Obviously, not the greatest of half of the FaZe. Remember, they won the pistol as well, man. They got the 3-0, and they've been on 6 rounds so far on the CT side.
Not something you see from FaZe commonly. And for a team that's been building for years, you could say. I mean, G2, Kingwin did have a run at Cluj-Napoca, but that was a very different lineup. And this team's been building. Kerrigan's got his puzzle basically pieced together. Excellent string of results. Failure at this event of all, after how well things have gone early on, is unacceptable. Going down 0-2 is also unacceptable. As you say, chance to go for 9 from Mouse Sports. Alu, AWP can't see through the smoke from just Owl still makes it work, followed by Rain. Good trade back, better hold from Oscar just before the smoke was deployed as well, so they've got post plant covered with a man advantage. It's in default. There's no Molotovs. Nico on Dennis means they can get closer. They do, however, have the high ground. Kerrigan's on 20. He's gone to the AK. He'll get on it immediately. Quick tap, rather, to try and pull them out and see where they are. Smart Nade as well, because Nade would have killed him. He stays on 8. Nico holds the first shot. Still looking at the high ground. Nico steps up. Better late than never, and they'll go.
Вот это камбэк. это я понимаю.
Wasn't the
Игра.
best start for FaZe Clan there, but toward the end much better. The last 5 they got 4 of them, so not all was lost. Great art from Mousesports generally, after losing the pistol as well, having a string of I think actually 7 rounds in a row
Вот, все
in
правильно.
the mid stages there, so that was very, very good from them. Controlling the money of FaZe every round they won, they would shut it down, and FaZe looked out of their depth of points as well, especially the likes of Alu. He seemed almost non-existent in the stage as well. Kirishima as well, it's a bit all forgiving for him. He's playing anchor, B bomb site, lots of rotations towards outside. But Alu, he gets, what, like 9 frags? Sure, that sounds okay, but for him, on an AWP map, you feel like he should be posting big numbers there. I haven't seen too much from him yet, but still, win the pistol right back into this one phase. On the T side now, 3 sets of armor, 2 smokes and a Molotov. That suggests they will go inside indeed. Smoke towards that lower ramp, maybe towards upper as well. Molotov the connector. And we'll see where that comes in. Actually opting for Pop Dog here. A fast outside split as well, it seems as well. Get into it.
Rain taking the goal, good shot, and Glock at range. It's a response though, he found the first pick ahead of time. But with Chris J falling and the bomb going down, it's an advantage. He's capping away as well. Rops, he hits him to 14, but the last shot is the last laugh, and Rops gets it. The USB from range finds the headshot. Bomb continues to tick away. The kicks in the hands of Dennis. And everyone, look at the amount of red right now on the CT side. They take around the same time and same damage. Still they're holding on. Rob swings to find out. Nico's got to get aggressive, but he's not aggressive enough. Already Dennis has got the defuse. As mentioned, he had the kit, so Nico gets the kills. That's all good and well.
Nico тащит.
He'll have money. The question is, do they force now or wait one more?
They could force now. With him getting the 3 frags at the end, he can drop an AK-47 for his teammates. They can buy up armor. Same story for Rain as well. Can drop an AK. They have Tech 9s, 2 AKs, armor. It's certainly an option, but that is a high-risk play. The other option, of course, is to force up AKs in the 3rd round. That's more conventional, and it looks like that's the option to go for. No exciting gambles at this point.
You almost wonder, with the 4 timeouts, is it worth it to call a timeout then to make the team think you're going to force buy and then just rush with the pistols?
Yeah.
Because then they would be sitting back and you'd easily get another bomb plant.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. Tactical timeouts in more ways than one.
Yeah, I mean, Kerrigan's kind of known, well, he's known for some BM timeouts too, but for being quite clever with timeout usage.
Yeah, it's always a risk. And it's one that probably could have paid off here, but... So yeah, there's 3. That's quite nice.
And the ace.
Yeah. Won't get too excited considering that he's got Glocks, but still very...
will.
You will.
I like yellow.
You're allowed to.
Thank you.
But I won't. But
Thanks,
it was
Dad.
still a very nice, good display of aim and managing to deny the bomb as well. And BT doesn't look too excited with it. Even flipping out the bird right now. So, why not?
Unintentionally.
Yeah. But,
This one was, the 4th one was worth actually getting a little excited about.
yeah. Denying the bomb, that's the big deal there. So that's good news. Normally, when you go to a solo player, that bomb will go down, but I see him doing a very good job there. We're going for number 18. Orbs coming out for Oscar. They know the AK is coming out in the 3rd, and they might be boosting the survey. They will indeed. Dennis trying to work out if he can get that first pick. Nothing as of yet. It's a full default from FaZe. Decent buy, to be fair. 5 AKs across the board. Smokes, a couple of Molotovs to work with as well. Some flashbangs there. Pre-firing, that's what Dennis is up. So it's a good job he fell back at the time he did. And from the CD side is to buy the CD side some time.
Just to give you an idea of team game versus individualism. For Mouse Sports, pretty much everyone is equal. 16 the highest amount of kills for Rops, 10 the lowest for Chris J. On FaZe Clan, it's Nico and Rain. 17 for Rain, 16 for Nico, and 5 for Kirishima at the bottom. So it's very uneven, which I think speaks to the scoreline and the fact that Nico, especially in the last round of the first half, stepped up. Multiple occasions. Oscar can't quite hit the shot toward aiming. Flash in, just a little peek off it. He's instead going to be patient because he doesn't know if they've entered already to go to the 40 box. And he knows that cross doesn't quite have the angle to get the jump on the shot, but he could swing out behind them. He's pushing down the lane. Rain's ready for it. Flash down. Doesn't know, and when he goes, the vision's back, and the kill is made. The early buy is going to work. First gun, it's Rops versus 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Works. And then some. 5 players surviving. FaZe Clan, a pretty textbook round there. A few smokes deployed. Attacking the main choke points of the map. Main entrance, Pop Dog, Ivy as well, hitting the headshots. Aloe with 2 frags, starting to come to life perhaps here. Rain and Carrigan. And it's just going to be Rops remaining, but he's by the old vending machines now. I can hear the music coming in.
I know, I always forget there's music there, and I looked at my phone like, did I leave an alarm on?
No.
Like, does that mean? Did I do that? I think the most memorable music, even though it's not a commonly played map.
Inferno?
What? Oh, yeah, okay, maybe. I was going to say Italy.
Yeah.
Because it's everywhere, that
for me,
guy
like-
singing opera.
Like when we see those Thorin Chronicles bits, for some reason I keep expecting it, the Inferno. That would make sense to me. I keep looking at that video. I think that's the music that stands out for me most.
Well, that's where he's sitting, is actually in the vault.
Yeah, exactly. So I was expecting to hear it playing in the background. That would have been perfect. But no, not yet. We're going to, I guess I was removed for this version of Inferno, wasn't I? I don't seem to remember it when I've played it or heard it.
Yeah, good point, actually. I don't know if it's in this version or not. It's not something I like, you know,
No, I'm always
search
certain
for
it's like
or
a like
actively
Spanish
look
guitar.
for.
That was only two born. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be there anymore. Anyway,
The bells aren't there either.
it's true. What a tragedy.
Yeah, there's an homage.
Yeah, the little chalk drawing. Well, for now, Mouse Sports saving the M4 are down to an eco. Had some tight rounds. They should be able to get back into this now. Alu starting to hit some decent orb shots now. Takes down Oscar. And the other pistols. Robs towards inner. Trying to answer back with his M4A4, but nothing to find just yet. It's going to be up to Nico with the one tap. That's quite lovely. We'll take that. But thought Dennis was going to strike back, but Carrigan's got his teammate covered.
Thankfully.
Using the buddy system, we call that.
That's true. Never go home alone at night. Well, does get one back to grab an AK-47. M4 for Rops. Potential for save written on it. Minute. Or I guess if you want to be technical. Bomb time to do so. Won't quite be a full minute. That's the intended goal at this point in time. Lowell's got to be a little bit careful. Player at A main, he could be pushed, but we get to listen to the song again, Henry. That almost sounds like something we'd get in a restaurant, a traditional Polish restaurant here.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Mouse Sports do manage to recover an AK-47. That's in the hands of Lau for now. Same story for Robs as well, but he didn't find that weapon. He saved it in the previous. It will be FaZe closing the gap here. 10-9 over the overall score. 7-8 with the same weaponry as well, which is a good decent buy from Mouse Sports. I don't think they can afford an AWP. Or they can just about. Chris J could either use one or drop one. Of course, was the primary AWP for so long on this team, but Oscar coming in, being the superstar he is, has taken over that main AWPing role. Chris does purchase it, and he goes with armor as well. So does he give it to Oscar? I'm not sure just yet. Certainly capable of delivering a performance on this map. That's a nice shot from Ali. Like we said, had a few misses on this map. They're starting to wake up now. Nice little flick down. Chris J will be keeping the AWP, so we'll see where he can go with this one. Had a decent spawn as well. Doesn't commit towards Ivy. Just at the bomb train. Nothing too flashy. Looking towards main entrance, it seems.
No, aggressive toward the E-box. Flashes over high from Brains. Actually blinded himself with the way that bounced. Didn't really go to plan. Dennis will take down Rain. Kerrigan's going to follow up. Dennis has the same position, so he's got to be careful. Oh, timing is everything. It nearly catches Dennis out this time. Kerrigan can't land the shots. Dennis is going to get closer as well with the smoke. He knows what he's playing. Death from above. 1979, if you want to be accurate on that one.
I knew you were going to say that.
Canadian band, I have to say it.
Напряженочка, напряженочка.
Oh, 5-on-3 now. Nico. He has the danger man to step up here, but as Ali just went first, Nico does go down. That's going to be the round concluded. Only one player survived. Kiyashima caught again. One down, 40 seconds. Position given away. Lau delivers the final headshot there, and after losing it a couple in a row, having to eco. Mansport fighting back there. Doing a very good job picking up the secondary AWP as well for Oscar, of course. And just finding the frag. I have to say, Dennis has been impressing me. Like, QJ players had a criticism in the past, but this game has been pretty solid. Everyone's stepping up on Mouse Sports here and delivering impressive performance. Pretty much everyone's in double figures. Chris J at the bottom on 11 and 14. Next to him will be Dennis on 14 and 15. Everyone else on 15 frags. So everyone chiming in at 1 point. Number 21, double AWP set up here. Chris J and Oscar trying to open things up. Still money available for FaZe. Probably be their last buy. Maybe one more in the back to the bomb possibility in Aloe. Now he is hitting shots. Takes on Oscar at the upper ramp. 5 and 4. Do they fully commit? I think the answer is yes. All 5 players this side of the map. They want to get in there and get stuck in.
Rops has stuck into that site. He's done very well. We got the ace there against pistols. This time he gets 2.5. Dennis getting the ball. Him in return, and Kerrigan's ready for the flank dink, however. So although it's a 2 versus 1, there's a chance for Chris J. Problem is he's on the AWP. I say it's a problem. Yet to be determined. Smoke off, no plant on B. He's read the fact that they've cowered away and gone back over to A, and his timing is perfect as well. If he can get in and get 17 at a time, he could easily find the kills. Down goes Kerrigan. He was carrying the bomb. 1 versus 1, 59 seconds, and Lowell has to make a decision on, or excuse me, Alu has to make a decision on whether he plants or hunts. AWP with AWP, and Alu lines it up. Foot shows. FaZe pick it up. We've certainly got a match.
Yeah, we do indeed. That was such a tense round as well. Rob seems to be the king of that inside area. T-Sat and CT doing a great job there. 2 spray down, and you thought, okay, he's done enough, but Baseland do answer back, and just comes down to the 2 versus 1. Chris J, great awareness, like you said. Here's the initial frag. Oscar taken down by Alu, who saves it in the end as well. Gets the first and last frag of round number 21. Scoreline now 11-10. Money pretty dire for Mousesports once again. 5-7 for Lau. Dennis on the UMP. There is an AWP for Oscar. Same story for Chris J as well. So everything they've got towards the sniper rifles. No kits. Little to no utility. 1 smoke and an incendiary. That's it. This is a huge round. FaZe Clan will just equal things up and put Mousesports on the weekend. They can pick this one up.
In. Back. They're going to pursue. He can't hit, and no one on his heels to trade immediately. Nico can't save his friend.
It seemed like he was in position to do so. I guess he was hoping he would overextend and try and pick up the weapon, but he actually just gets away after picking up the free frag on Alu there. 5 on 4. It's just what they needed, especially the pistol. It's going to be sacrificial in that sense. Not a huge deal if it goes down. You find the frag. That's amazing. And Oscar on the second hit. Amazing. Takes down Kirishima as well. By himself. 5 on 3. Nightmare situation now for FaZe.
Marine. Back around toward Pop Dog. Molotov down to clear. Thinks better of it and decides to take a brawl straight up. No one down there. Little does he know. But he'll have heard the drop outside. Lowell from E-Box as Rain approaches closer and closer. Wide angle. Right now the peak from Lowell on the shot. He's shoulder baiting it back and forth though, and they bait Rain into a pretty well established crossfire. Mouse pick up a 2-point lead, or rather regain a 2-point lead.
Very good work from the CTs there. Up against it with the double AWPs that have forced around that with SMGs, pistols as well. Key frag towards main entrance. Finding Alu, who's been a thorn in their side in the second half. He's looked much better, I have to say. Opening picks aplenty, and once he was taken down, it funneled everyone towards inside. And you know what? That's what Oscar's waiting. That secondary AWP hits the shop, and the 5 on 3 comes in, funnels them once again towards outer. And at that point, nothing really could do. FaZe are out of it. This has to be a full eco here. Looking very likely to be 13-10 in favour of Mousesports. Plenty of money to work with here as well. They win this round, so this is looking very good for them. FaZe Clan 0-2 in the major. Sure, talk about all the success you won at the previous events, but this is the one everyone cares about. This is what everyone aspires to win. This tournament can be such a tricky situation to get out of so early on.
Alu's grouped and ready. Kerrigan the only one that's not looking toward A main. He's heading down toward Ivy at this point. Decent shot, Chris, but no land. Certainly sends loud warning to Kerrigan that I probably with the pistol shouldn't go toward Ivy.
Throwing smoke. Laying down smoke. Throwing fire.
Wouldn't be surprised if Oscar just fires in and wall bangs them at this point. They've been so long. Instead, it's going to be the can of flames. That'll slow them down further.
Yep.
And all roads at this point lead to A. Good setup as well. Dennis on top of the pop out into exactly that. Only manages 2, but Dennis follows up. As does Oscar. No chance to get a bomb plant from FaZe.
No chance at all. There it is, 13-10. We do have money to buy for FaZe Clan here. That was a full eco, as you can see. Their attempts to go outside thwarted there by the flames, and 30 seconds remaining. It's grouping up. Given the EV spray down, as we did say as well, Mousesports with reasonable cash. Not amazing amounts. FaZe Clan win this round. They're right back into this game, but you can see Kerrigan He's got the Tech 9, and we down to the grill as well. I assume Harrigan dropped an AK-47, considering he's spending $4,700. Wants to give a star, a weapon, potentially Rain or Nika, make sure they're fully equipped. He's happy to take the Tech 9, normally a player that's faking towards Ivy, showing presence. Doesn't know the fastest round, but Kiyoshima going for the inside presence at the very start. He's got teammates with him as well. Flash is coming in towards the lower ramp. This could be the inside execution here. Wall of smokes towards connector, lower ramp, upper as well. Try and focus on the player Rops, who has been very good in this area, I have to say. We'll see now with the AK-47, can he do even more damage?
He's playing a little more of a passive angle this time. He's not quite up hugging the inside of the plant position or default plant position attack. Flames down. He'll be pushed out by an equal Molotov thrown his direction, but he gets up on top of the train. Some damage to those entering, but he's overlooked the position because they march through the flames. And a dance to the gods of fire will allow the kill, but Lowell gets one back bomb, goes down. FaZe will be desperate to hold it. Forwards for the retake. Dennis starts to work above the tanker, looks down the lane. That opens up the position for him to jump across, but he jumps into Rain. Who's watching from the hitch, found by Chris. They know where Alu is as well. That's one of two found. He's on top of the train. He's on top of it, which means he can re-peek. And in re-peeking, he'll find two.
Oh, took the right target to start there. Didn't go for the AWPer, and the CT player, Chris J, pulls his pistol out. Can't deny the spray. The kill all there. 13-11. That's quite huge for FaZe. It could have been game over if they lose that round. Certainly wasn't the cleanest of rounds, but taking down Rops to push down, everything was correct in that sense. A little bit dicey towards the end there in the 2-on-2 situation, but they pull through. Did say the money from Outsports wasn't in an amazing position, but they will force into this. I've seen the AWPs come out, Amethyst as well. And let's see what the final verdict is. We still have $5,700 on Oscar as well. He has not even purchased into this round. So presumably they're taking a pause here from Mouse Sports to work out what the players. Actually, FaZe Clan has called this one. They're third out of the four available. Number 25, you're just joining us. This is the 0-1 game. Important for these two teams as well. Both legendary sides and looking to do what they can here. The FaZe Clan especially, going down 0-2 in here, that would be a huge deal considering the form we saw in the group stages at Cologne, right? That was when they had to go through the very last round, and it was touch and go considering the way they're playing in that tournament.
I said the word slump. That's probably a stronger word than required, but definitely a drop in form.
Yeah, I think it's a correct word. But either way, Rain, he gets the first frag there. This is the force buy from Mouse Sports, final 4. As we enter number 25 here. No kits available for Mouse Sports, just a note as well, and limited. It's up to Chris J now, the AWP, to try and get them back in this round.
So Kerrigan had jumped across to give Ali the angle from the dumpster. Dennis is watching Ivy, but he's inside of the smoke. 3 players from FaZe want the position. Keo goes aim therefore, and Rain already down the ladder at Pop Dog is going to try and work in. Make the split a possibility. All the utility being deployed at Ivy, Chris isn't exactly sure where to look. He thinks he may have to give support to Dennis, but he's the main gun at the front of the site. He needs to keep his intentions clear. The only thing clear was a bullet to the brain, and Brain walks out from Pop Dog. Oscar stuck in hell. Strikes back, though. He takes down Kerrigan at close range. Dennis does the same on 2. It's Kiyoshima. A kill that evens things up, but in the flurry of the exchange, makes up for the deficit by which was overcome on the Mouse Sports side.
Yeah, and bomb down as well, 30 seconds remaining. Dennis with the AWP. He's actually in a decent position. He looked at the bomb. Rops, though, needed to buy himself more time there. Dennis had that one set up for him. Made them work for the bomb, then Rob shows his hand. I feel like that's a bit of a mistake, but that smoke could be a lifeline. Dennis just in this round.
That's a huge blunder, but Rain reads it. Swings out, hits the shot, 13-12. Money on the other side of things now is broken. So Mouse Sports had an advantage at 13-11, or rather 13-10, excuse me. And FaZe have returned serve, broken them down, and have a chance to tie the game late. Better late than never, but it's still not comfortable for FaZe.
Absolutely. I feel like could have done.
Full save I think has to be in order because they're at 2K, but they'll want to buy in the next.
Definitely. Yeah, you wouldn't force this. Got the 2-round loss bonus, and there's not match point, don't have to force. We'll see what they can do though. 1 PT50 purchase. And they will be stacking towards outer 1 on the inside bomb site. FaZe Clan very slow in their approach here. Nico has been working towards Ivy. Getting the first thing, tie things up at 13. Alu finds the third, and that should be the round done. Not really much possible to do about this.
Rob spots an entrance toward E-Box. Go down the ladder as well. Lowell gets damaged tremendously by that. AK picked up, bomb down. Damaged at the very least, but they're going to swarm him and win the round either way. And they do it without losing anyone further. So now we have our 13-13 scoreline. Guns carried over, money built for FaZe side. And the full save, as you said, only with 2 rounds. Now the third puts them around the 4K mark on the CT side, which isn't enough for an AWP. No one's got the money for it. Actually, Dennis could, to be fair, but it'd be glass cannon. And I think I'd rather have utility this late in the game to slow FaZe.
4K on average per player. They do have 4,900 on Dennis. Could afford to take another eco here. Look at the bigger picture. Get the full buy, the double orbs is working very well for them, but that does put FaZe kind of touching distance of the victory. It'll be 14-13. Looks like they'll be going all in. Dennis makes the first move. M4's coming out. Oscar down to a UMP here. Teasing money about the 2K mark, so the AWPers at least hoping they can pull through with this round with just limited buys. So Chris J saves his money about 3K as well by the 5-7 armor. If they lose this round, they know they can bring the AWPs out into the next. That'll be the final chance for them, but here we go. 2 M4s, make it 3, and a UMP. Special here. As if, yeah, as Nico finds the first kill. Very fast approach here from FaZe.
Shima gets inside towards Sandwich, smokes toward Ivy as well for Chris and Dennis to contend with. And Chris only on the 5-7. Has one of 2 kits. This should be a save. If they want to play the long game and pull themselves back into it, they concede the lead by 1 point to FaZe in doing so. But they'll give themselves a much better chance in the next round. Their only chance, to be honest, in the next round. And they'll spread out as well. That way, if they are found, there's no chance of all of them losing weapons.
Indeed. If they save the weaponry here, with Chris J with money in the bank as well, he can bring out the AWP. And I guess this is pretty much like eco in this round. If they can save these 2 weapons, they'll be, well, should be fine, I should say. The FaZe can take the lead now. Been a very back and forth game. FaZe not looking the dominant selves, but Alu, he has been hitting shots in this second half. Finds Chris J, not a huge deal in the fight. Still limits him. Dennis does manage to stay alive there just about as he finds Nico. It's going to be 14-13 now. Lots of money available for FaZe down. Almost a non-issue at this stage as well. They're more encroaching on 5 figures. Orbs coming out for Oscar. This will be it now. Everyone's fully invested. 3 M4s, a FAMAS, AWP, Dennis with the AK-47 as well. FaZe looking to close this game out. Overtime very likely at this stage as well, I'll just point that.
It's definitely a possibility.
Ooh, hit him.
Certainly did. Alu's tagged down to 18. So Oscar, if you will, has won the exchange. Keo and Nico going to work together at top ladder. Oh, is down below. Flashed, popped in case they dropped. Hoping to time it right. They haven't. Palm's still down as well toward the stairs at T-spawn. So FaZe will have to go back and gather that, but for now it's information. It's all about information. Keo's tagged on 59, by the way, as well as Alu, so they've lost the early damage. Keo's left Nico to his own devices to guard what, to be fair, is quite easy to guard, the top of the ladder.
Incendiary. Flashbang.
Rain will throw a Molotov out. Bounce him straight down on the inside of Pop Dog. Smokes quite well, actually, because Lowell is actually being tagged by it. It's forced all the way in. It's very well thrown from Rain, and that's perfect because Rain's flames hits, and if they don't, they spray into the corner, the only place Lowell could have gone.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. 5 and 4 now, still low HP. This could fall apart for FaZe, but they'll finish off towards the side. As I normally said, Cameron trying to do what he can, but Rain hitting shots once again. It's up to Oscar now. The AWP rotates in, needs to find something here. I think Alex spotted him and hits as well.
Nearly gets the kill all the way through. Oscar, AWP still in play as Dennis took down Alu. Bomb planted. Point for FaZe if they can hold the post plant positions. Chris J is going to make that harder. And he's going to rotate all the way back through CT at this point, or is he considering the save?
I think he is. He must be.
That's an interesting call with Oscar so close and so much on the line. Chris is called for it. Oscar's going to miss another shot. I was going to say, if he got another kill, giving them a real chance. He's got to run. He's got to book it. With the AWP, they're going to be chasing him down. That's a weird call because I have to say that's very early.
It is very early. With Oscar in that position, you're absolutely right. If he just gets one kill, at least being CT swarm, but strike it required. Rain with 3 kills there. I thought we had a few more twists and turns in that round, but that's going to be a match for FaZe.
Oh, they got him. He was in the open.
The AWP down as well. That's a disaster. They still have 6k for Dennis. He'll probably drop the AWP over. Still not looking too good now. 1 round away, and FaZe will be 1-1. Our sports will be 0-2. Pressure is on. 2 to take us to overtime now. Now, of course, for the AWP, final buy comes in. UMP for Robs, Famas for Lau, AK-47 for Chris J then. That play from FaZe, just getting towards inside after getting the first pick there. Lovely play with the Molotov towards Hotdog. There's another fast outside execution there. It's going to be just Carrigan by himself for now. He's going to be baiting these plays out. He's taking it outside. He gets 1 kill. That's the cue, even if he goes down as well. He hasn't been that convincing on these plays. Ivy last round as well, went down straight away. Trying to pull rotation short, but it's very well.
Oscar and Rops stand tall for Mouse Sports, leaves it down. Just need no. Finally, they firmly control around. Remember, they were back and forth at the start of the half. We went 3-3 to start it off, and then 2 rounds for Mouse. Looks like they had the momentum because that's when they broke FaZe. But this run of 5 has made things awkward. Important, therefore, they keep all 5 alive. Or 4.
Yeah.
Keep 4 alive.
Keep all 4 alive. Well, we'll see if Nico finds anything in this round. I don't think he will. It's almost redundant. He even limits them that much. They're going to keep 4 players alive regardless. But there it is. We're going to round number 30. That was the outside fake there. Not so much a fake. Just Carrigan, as we said, on T-side train, and most maps in fact as well. He likes to go towards certain positions, key checkpoints in that by himself, smoke out, a few swings with his teammates as well, and he'll try and get his way and navigate towards the bomb site, try and get that 1 pick. If he gets it, it looks amazing, because then he pulls the rotation from inside, his teammates ready towards inner, and the previous round he does towards Ivy when they're ready to do the same thing, but didn't really work out for in that previous one. They get the first kill, the Rops stepping up towards inside with the UMP, gets 2 frags, wins a round. As I said, overtime, very likely indeed. The coaches now are able to chime in. Nothing really being said by LMDT though, from what I can see. Very quiet there. Maybe they've already got the game plan in mind. They're on the CT side, so double orb setup coming out once again. Chris J and Oscar with those weapons, of course. Alu, same story. Kiyoshima, 8 kills, 18 deaths. He has had a very quiet game. I'd probably just because it was the CT side, but T side hasn't really delivered too much either.
Yeah, he's definitely not on form right now. 8 kills total. And 3 kills since we last mentioned it. 30 kills, meanwhile, for Rain.
That's not bad.
Yeah, player of the game. Still doesn't exactly make up for one player not hitting shots. Kyo being said player this time, you could argue he is the problem. And he's going to go back out to Oscar. He slow peaked this last time.
Yeah, surely learned his lesson.
Oscar's playing an even tighter angle this time. It's normally the wide peak to look toward the tanker, where originally that's where operas were playing to catch them off. So maybe Kyo was expecting that, hence why he went for the very slow peak. But he might be right in learning his lesson, because he's not going to go for it at all. He's going to wait for his team to be ready.
Thinking about it.
Oscar hits this shot, and with Rops in the sight,
smoke's coming out.
Overtime is a possibility. Smoke does come out. Oscar knows that his chances of finding anyone in that position are gone. Molotov, so they can't push through the smoke and take down Rops. They won't commit yet. Alu and Nico are at the bottom of the ramp, but I think they're going to be a distraction because Pop Dog and Bomb have something in common in that they're both in the same spot of the map. Lowell, Rops, they win their duel. He's sneaking in. He's been... It's going to be overtime because Lowell's got Kiyoshima as well. 15-15. We aren't done yet.
Certainly not. Decent hole there from Mouse Sports. We question Chris J's decision to be saving weaponry at a key point of the game as well at 14-13. It works out for him though. They managed to hold strong and push it to overtime. Everything's reset. Standard rules there. 10k MR3. First to 19 at the top of your scoreboard. 18-18 we do it all over again. Sides do not swap. into the first round momentarily. Headsets come off for now, so probably a bathroom break at this stage. That's Mouse Sports managing to hold on. Very impressive in the first half, actually winning the T half to open things up, and they thought it could slip away from them, but here we are.
FaZe have the smallest bladders on the planet.
Yeah, they're commonly in the bathroom, aren't they?
They were doing so at the start of this game as well. I don't remember which players. I know there was 3 or 4 of them. Dennis is going to do the same. Not our first overtime in the major. I think we had one at least yesterday.
Yeah, Mortals Astralis.
Yeah, the last game of the day, of course. That's the way it always works.
Yeah.
1917 for Astralis. They and SK both, if you want to call them the favorites, I would say with the form FaZe are in right now. Those are the 2 front runners. Both struggled in their opening match.
Yeah, absolutely. SK against Penta. Not the most convincing result for them. 16-13 in a game they arguably should have lost, considering how some of the rounds went down. Coldzera bailing them out a few times. Very good performance from him, but it felt like Penta had control of that situation after going 10-0 down. That's right, you're right. And going overtime with Immortals as well. But they are a very good team in their own right, but you'd expect the current major champions to be able to take them down. But still, Immortals always a bit of a dark horse. I was about to say at these majors, it's actually the first majors I've ever been to. That's kind of a crazy thing to think. I've tried to qualify for 4 in total, I think, and only made it here.
Yeah, that is actually shocking. But to have an overtime game against Astralis when they did arrive is not bad.
No.
I'm sure they wanted the better result, obviously. But yeah, that is... I mean, I think Heather, Sapphire, had really good footage. I think obviously PGL does as well from the production, but the emotion just from qualifying that we got out of that team.
Yeah.
About as emotional as I've seen a team get lately.
Yeah, it meant a lot to them. But I think we really said in this game at least. FaZe not looking their absolute best. Some of the key names missing from the serve at the moment. Kiyashima especially hasn't really delivered a world-class performance. Alu in the first half very quiet, carrying in on 12 frags as well. He's been trying to sell fakes on either side of the map, and the T side. I feel like teams have just got his number on those sort of plays now. He's by himself and doesn't really seem to be selling too much at all. But almost ready to get back into this. Chris J sits down, leisurely pace. As I said, the teams do not swap over. So let's talk about the CT side on trade. Overtime needs to be a little bit careful. The double orb setup, obviously always viable, but with this sort of money, when you have 10k in MR3, double orb setup, lose that first round, you're extremely limited. You could be on pistols by the 3rd. They need to work out what's best. You'll see almost all the players get no head armor. There's not going to be any SMGs up against you. So you're trying to save money. Probably only 1 or 2 kits, because like we discussed before, defuse kits in this game have gone up in price compared to previous iterations of CS. $400 a piece these days. Buys starting to come in. Not everyone's even sat down. We are getting to buys there.
Just to go back to your point about Immortals making it, Brazil, therefore, is the 2nd highest represented country at this event, with 10 players.
Denmark at 11.
Denmark at 11, exactly. And just behind that, Russia with 9.
That's right, yeah. Well, there you go. Vega and Navi, of course.
Vega, Navi, Gambit.
And Gambit, yeah. You're right. Well, it looks like we're good to go. I can hear the unpause coming in as we enter the first round of overtime. I said it was likely we found ourselves here. Alu, 22 frags, looking to increase that number. Double orb setup does come in, just to note as well. Chris J doesn't buy any grenades. That suggests he's going for a bit of a hero play here, Matt. He might be going for a straight up push, knowing if he goes down, he doesn't want to invest in any sort of utility whatsoever. That decent spawn could push Ivy.
Flip side is also in on the Russian.
Yep, that's
so
right.
they've got the four teams.
Lots going on there.
Chris J, fast play, you called it. AWP, he's going to go directly out to try and push. First round of overtime. FaZe woke up late and pulled this back. This has not been convincing, and Chris does catch Kerrigan. First time they've pushed him all game, and it's now of all times. Time to go unorthodox, time to catch them off as Alu. He's going to work in front, A main. T-side at AWP getting aggressive on entry. Bomb still waits back by spawn, so they have to get an equalizing pick. Spots one on the train. I think he may have been seen in return, so quick coordination, double peek, Lowell finds him from below the E-box.
Yeah, I like this from our sports. We haven't seen much of that towards Ivy. Christian, like I said, getting no nades, meaning if he does go down, he doesn't lose $1,000. He knows to go for that aggressive pick. If he gets it, great. That's worth not even having utility, right? He's got the AWP, he's fighting regardless, and it just saves him a bit of cash going forward a little bit deeper into this overtime. 5 on 3 now. Nico's still alive though. Always going to be a dangerous
Тащи.
so much the way he's playing right now. Probably just be happy to get 1 kill. We'll see what happens. 5 on 3. Smoke's deployed. Flashbangs available still, and they'll come in. Kia can find some kills in overtime. All will be forgiven him. 25 seconds remaining. The final commitment will be towards outside. Northwood's deployed as well. Rain with the final flashbang. Surely someone's going to make the move.
From Rain, self-flash, didn't land the first shot, but assesses the fact that it was behind the train and the spray was far, went for the close target instead, so at least gets one that's traded. Nico, top train, finds Chris J, but he's all alone. He'll have to find 4 in the round if he wants to win it. Bomb down near the train in 13 seconds. There's no need to overcommit peaks. As he gets closer, he's going to be flanked out by Dennis. Doesn't even need to get that far. 1-0 Mouse Sports in overtime. 16-15 overall.
Good job, Mouse Sports, recovering the orbs as well. 3 players surviving. It's always the CT side where it's difficult to manage the economy. They did a very good job there. Slow approach from FaZe. Default, if you like, just trying to get the key choke points under their control. Push towards Ivy. Christian to get that first pick. And they managed to get the second as well. I think it was Robs to pick that one up. 1-0 here. 3 rounds played at either half. So, orb for Alu once again. No one surviving the previous round, but we'll see whether he can open things up. Might be a change of pace here. There's more players heading towards inside and Pop Dog. All 5 in fact, so this could be a full-on execution to kick things off here. No Carrigan antics towards Ivy. He wants to be part of the action this time.
It'd be hard. Rops will be inside. He's done best when he stayed aggressive, so going to the passive angle. Remember, he was overwhelmed here last time because they went through flames. Goes back to the aggressive position. Only managing 1 kill, though, before Rain responds to then plant the bomb and mistimed Molotov. Means the smoke due to dissolve within the next 5 seconds. And Kerrigan, with no flames to protect, has Dennis walk through and find the gap. I was a little early on my timing. That smoke's been there and lingering longer, but it's the advantage nonetheless to Mouse Sports. Rain at Tanker's going to get the information early when they cross toward the site. No need for Nico to peek out. He'll watch the high ground. There's the information called. He goes down, though, is the problem. Not even a single kill. It's going to make Nico's job very challenging. Molotov off it, and he absolutely cannot. Nothing he can do. Has to concede and just try to save the AWP at this point also, as he's on the T side. And it's 2 straight rounds for Mouse Sports. Money is tight. FaZe are in a tough position.
That's actually kind of sick from Mouse Sports. It wasn't an incendiary. They picked up a Molotov and come into the retake. I just spotted it just as they're coming in as well. You think, oh, Nico, up around, bomb down, hits 1 shot, he's into this one. As soon as I saw that Molotov, I just knew it was game over. No chance he's going to win that. Everyone knows he'll be towards that upper ramp area. Here's the initial shots from Oscar and Alu. Nice refrag from Alu, but not enough to win the round. Bomb gets planted. That's some good news, at least, as we'll see. There is enough for the AKs, and they saved AWP as well. It means they get a decent buy just about. Alu with no head armor as well. Obviously, had to spend a lot more. But it's 2-0 in favor of Mouse Sports. Looking very promising for them. Final round of the first half of overtime now.
Leg shot gap anyway. It wouldn't have been a kill, but thought Ali might have gotten a chance to pull the trigger. He cops an aid down to 75. A run boost this time from Kerrigan. More traditional, just gets him across, not like they were doing with Oscar. Jump noises as Chris getting closer. The double off opens again. Chris fires beside his teammate. Rain's in the corner. Molotov won't extend, but they watch it. Good shot, Rain. It's going to open him back up and allow him some room to wiggle. Versus 3, it goes still the way of Mouse Sports on the next kill as Dennis makes up for it. They have the site control. Bomb still back toward T-spawn. And no entrance from Kerrigan, who gets more aggressive at Ivy, but Oscar's going to play passively and hold the angle as he does get in position. Oscar, the AWP, gets baited out by the shoulder. Kerrigan now knows he's there. Flames instead. Imagine Oscar goes backtracks to hold, and they'll get more aggressive on top. Trains inside so they can watch when he enters from Ivy, but still have eyes on Nico, who gets forced by the incendiary. It's 30 seconds to work with. Only 2 left alive. Keo will at least catch off Chris J. A-Site's still the target as bomb works in from 8. Kerrigan's the one to hold it, but Oscar is going to make Kerrigan the last alive, and Dennis finds him climbing up a ladder slowly.
Great work by Mouse Sports in its first half of overtime. 3-0 there. Decent rounds as well. FaZe Clan, they seem to have dropped off in that T-set. Where are the executions? Where was the assertive, faster play? They're just defaulting, getting picked off one by one. Really lackluster first half for them there. Not done quite yet, of course. They can still get the 3-0. No reason why they can't give Mouse Sports the same treatment there. But Mouse Sports, great stuff to keep things off as well. Our first gun round, mixing things up. Chris J towards Ivy. Actually had a tremendous amount of shots in overtime there. Pushing in, and it's setting the tone for the half. 3-0. One round will do it for Mouse Sports. And so you'll see at the top. 18-15. It's first to 19 in this rule set. 18-18, we do it all over again. Let's get into the second half, though. We'll have a look at the buy for the CT side. Not going for the double orb, sort of like Mouse Sports did. Kerrigan can double orb with him, but not as known to be a superstar, but like just decent enough. But there we go. Oscar looking towards the main entrance, seeing if anyone does dare pick from Ivy.
Distant echoes of a tapping M4.
It's a double stack again, which you enjoy.
This boost was brilliant last time because you'd never expect it climbing the ladder, and even if you climb the ladder, there's nothing you can do when you see it.
We've got that pallet. His teammate can cover him as well. But if CT's pushing in, he can concentrate on his role of getting those picks towards the Ivy position. That's quite cool.
No one goes up this time to fall victim.
Laying down smoke. I'm throwing smoke. Smoke. I'm throwing flashbang.
Oscar heads in. Chris Molotov sandwich. Nico sits above the ladder. He won't be affected by the flames, but he won't have any movement. He won't be able to fall off. They have now, so first shot in. He can jump down. Checks. Baits this shot from the open. He's going to push in Oscar, but watch the flank. Oscar hits it anyway. As Kerrigan actually moved through the position to make sure no one could slip through sandwich. Chris goes the other way instead. It's Kiyoshima down. It's Alu and Kerrigan to try and save FaZe Clan. They might get swept 4-0 in overtime. We pull one back. Alu with a quick shot, but he's stuck on a ladder. They know where he is. In the open, he finds one, but he's down to 56. It's an AWP from Oscar that won't hit a shot. It's the AK that looms large and makes the play. Erupts to get the kill. 19-15, and FaZe Clan are 0-2 at the major.
Losing to Big yesterday, and now Mouse Sports as well. FaZe not looking amazing form right now. That's another lackluster performance. I mean, there's some of the key names not turning up at all, and I feel like the overtime performance as well.
Ну да, это было ожидаемо. Я думаю, на этом стрим можно закончить. На этом провале. На этом провале провалов. Русского народного творчества. Ха-ха-ха, смешно. Эх. Коротко о том, как... Ты кто такой? Ладно, давай, до свидания.